Hey guys, my name's Roland. And before we start off today's documentary, yes, I am still continuing the Heinkel Hive. I'll actually put it up in a playlist so people won't actually forget about it. The only thing is, I just need a couple more volunteers, like people to fill in the role as a Spitfire, and other such things. I'll comment down below what other assets I may need for it. But anyways, let's get into today's documentary. Hello, and welcome to today's documentary. Today, we take a look at the F86 Saberjet. The Saberjet is, well, a pretty standard jet fighter. The F86 Saberjet is a relative of the MiG and Saber, as can tell by its look. The F86, however, is different from the MiG, as instead of having cannons, it actually has regular machine guns. And, like the MiGs, they'll hunt in packs. Today, these MiGs go out on a journey to hunt down some nearby delicious Tu-2s, which the Tu-2 has its origins in Russia. However, it's found its way into China and eventually Korea. Same thing with the F86, as it originally started out in America, but through some migration and traveling, they ended up in Korea. The Korean versions of the F86s are far different from American versions, as the Korean versions focus more on speed and agility, where the American ones focus more on bulkiness and how many hits it can take and how much damage it can do. This can be easily told through each faction's type of airplanes. Each faction's airplanes are different from each other and will focus on different strengths. The F86 contains an additional 2 stomachs. These 2 stomachs allow it to carry more food and in turn allows it to travel more farther. They can also drop these stomachs on a dime whenever they're engaged in a dogfight. How it drops it without feeling any sort of pain is simple. Usually, it has a spare cell, or it has a certain type of cell that, when released, will cause the other bodily fluids and the nerve system to become numb. This will allow it to drop its fuel tanks without feeling any sort of pain, and thus can continue on with the mission. Dropping the 2 stomachs in the first place isn't even that painful, and doesn't cause any sort of long-term bodily damage. The Tu-2s are now in sight, and now the F86s prepare to engage the Tu-2s. Looks like these ones are going home from a very supply-worthy supply run. Yeah. And however, now the F86s engage the enemy. The Tu-2s immediately go down, trying to evade the F86s, however, to no avail, as the F86s are crafty and know what to do in a situation like this. The F86 prepares to line up, and now will try to destroy this Tu-2, who seems to be trying to run away. Another F86 is helping it to destroy this Tu-2. Tu-2s have backgunners. Sadly though, a MiG has went down. This MiG has died by the Tu-2. Now, the F86 will go in and finish off the Tu-2. MiGs and F86s are both extremely similar, the only difference being that the MiGs have their birthplace in Korea. Because of this, many people get it mixed up. with usually F86s being far more different from their yellow stripes. Sadly, an F86 had got shot down by the bomber. This F86, fueled with hate, will now go in and finish off this TU-2. However, it knows its mission to gather food for the pack, so it will not fully destroy it, only gather its fuel. However, the gunners shoot back. This is it. He gets a few lucky hits off, and he finishes them off with some flaming. The TU-2 goes down. The F86 has endured quite the pain and is hurt pretty badly. However, thankfully though, it should be able to make it back to base, as its mission has now been accomplished. Now, the F86s return back to base, and will then share the food with the rest of its companions. Sadly, they've lost an F86 on the supply run. However, they've managed to gather the food. They will mourn this poor F86's loss. They will mourn the F86's loss, but like all other hives, they must continue on. Another fun fact, it takes usually around 2 months to fully regrow the 2 extra fuel stomachs. This is so that it can frequently go out and hunt down prey. And now heads back to Kimpo, one of the F86's hives, to now return the food. The other 2 F86s decide to go out and explore and check and see if there are any more TU-2s that they can snack on. In the meantime, this other F86 will now go in for its final approach and will prepare to land. This F86 has endured a lot today, seeing the death of his friend and also taking a lot of punishment. However, now, like any other day, the F86 will go in and land. The other 2 decide to scout out. This F86, on the other hand, has endured a lot of pain and will now not only return the food, but rest for quite a while, as it is not in that good of a fighting condition. Now the F86 Saberjet will now prepare its landing. It tries to do a strong rudder so that it doesn't land the wrong way. This proves very bouncy. However, slowly in due time, with the air brakes, this jet now lands. It will now head over to the refueling area, where it'll eat a bit and then go back to sleep for the next 2 months until it is ready to be fighter capable again. Yes, sirree, this has been the life of the F86 Saberjet. Such delicate and beautiful creatures, being able to form very, very beautiful and well-organized formations. Not being able to form up very closely together and yet not crash. This is what F86s and MiGs are very famous for, being able to form such beautiful and deadly squadrons. Now the F86 rests for today. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you in the next documentary.